days a day. A bad luck's always coming my way.
As we were walking up to the castle here, some pirates walked by and they called us out. They said, "Oh look, there's witches." They were talking about us, which is amazing because for today's Grimm adventure, we have a little bit of a Halloween adventure, if you will. You see, today we're at Alton Towers for their Scarefest. We're spending all day here, riding some rides, taking in some shows, seeing some creepy things, and if we're lucky, maybe this one here will scream. So let's see here. For the 2023 Halloween season, we decided to leave the United States and explore Europe. And you know what, baby goal? I think this is the very first time that I have at least ever done a haunted attraction at an actual castle, the Alton Towers Resort.
It's my first time.
Yeah, this is amazing, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we just got here, walked straight to the castle. Talk about setting the mood. You ready to check out the ancestors, the ghosts of the ancestors of Alton Castle?
Yes.
There's something here called Alton Towers Dungeon. And here is almost like an advertisement for it. They have gallows. This actually looks pretty intense. It says, take a 45-minute journey through 600 years of history deep beneath Alton Towers. And they have all kinds of different things here, from the judge to the Black River. I mean, it's just, this is cool. This is freaking cool. The Plague Doctor. And of course, the haunting. You know what's funny? Actually used that picture. We did a video in Chicago and we used that image for a ghost story in a cemetery. And that's the entrance. The facade, if you will. Talk about spooky. Because we were here so early, nothing's really open yet, which is perfect because we can use this time to just kind of walk around and get the lay of the land, like I said. It is a lot of fun. Typically, I'm not a big fan of roller coasters, but I love how everything here kind of has like a horror theme to it. I mean, come on. Finally, I am here. The Wicker Man. I've been wanting to ride this roller coaster ever since I found out about it. But here's the thing, you gotta wait for nightfall. You can't ride it during the daylight. Now, if you didn't know this, I am a sucker for wooden roller coasters. And this one here, oh man. Wow. While we're waiting for the sun to go down, gotta check out the Wicker Man shop. Now, of course, there's a gift shop at the end of the ride. And you can buy some things, but they also have some amazing sculptures, if you will, on display. I mean, look at this. Oh yeah. We need this in our house. Now I know we're here because of Halloween, but I've always wanted to ride the Wicker Man, and I always wanted to be inside this store so I can see these sculptures, or these Wicker Men, if you will. They are massive. This in itself is Halloween. Just when you think you see everything, you find something like this, an entrance to something called the Haunted Hollow. Of course we're gonna take it. Basically, it looks like a pathway through the woods with some spooky stops along the way. We have some crypts over here and stones. There's a tomb right here in the middle with a sign that says, "Warning, do not look in this tomb." So let's go ahead and look in it, right? I don't know if I can see. I can see your hair, Jessica. Nothing. I can't see anything, can you?
No.
Complete darkness, right?
Yes. I don't see anything.
Now there's an inscription down below. What does it say?
Here lies an earl from years of old. His body was cursed for reasons untold. With caution should you stand and stare. This tomb is haunted. Look if you dare. But it's empty.
Maybe that's why it says don't look in it. All right, moving on. There's a mausoleum here that says, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, can you hear the maiden's call? Careful not to look too closely for fear of seeing something ghostly." And of course, it's got a mirror so you can see yourself. That's what I really look like. It's like a spooky garden walk. Now, of course, you can see the light, so at nighttime, whenever you walk through the woods, it has a little ambiance to it, but this is like the golden hour. You can see everything. Looks like we've encountered a musical graveyard. What I mean by this, if you stand on the tombs, music emanates from the tombstones. Oh, this is fun. Is it not working? Also, it tells you where you can stand. It's making some sort of noise. The path deep into the woods has taken us past some rather interesting statues. It's kind of giving me Haunted Mansion vibes, but you know what? I actually think I like them better. I'm hoping you can hear it. They all come with sound effects too. And this one here is probably the grossest. But out of them all, I think this guy has to be my favorite. There's something very haunting and very spooky about him. The pathway that we just took through the woods, past all these creepy, spooky, and somewhat disgusting statues, has brought us to the gates of Alton Manor itself. So excited. I'm gonna try to stand here right in the middle and do a 360. Because this is phenomenally awesome. There's the manor itself. Look at how massive this house is. Right past that, attics of antiquities. You'll see this afterwards, but right where you're standing with the gate behind you, it looks like you have devil horns. Now, we love the Haunted Mansion, but this is phenomenal. Dare I say, I think the theming of this is probably better. Like, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that. I'm gonna say it. I mean, they got characters walking around. They have a haunted baby carriage. not a haunted house, technically. It's kind of like a dark ride. It's always here. The Curse at Alton Manor. All right, what did you think of the Curse of Alton Manor? This is not a haunted house. Like, it's not a seasonal thing. It's always here. What did you think of it?
The hollow walking path makes sense now. It's a part of this whole environment. And I feel I can honestly say that they've created something that I've never seen or experienced before. It's similar to several other things, but nothing that's this one thing by itself. And I had a great time.
It was good.
I loved it.
To me, it was like, don't get me wrong, I love the Haunted Mansion. This was like the Haunted Mansion with like 300 more years of history added onto it.
This
You know
was
what I mean?
like going through a really cool haunted house, but you don't get to walk it, you
No.
ride it.
Right.
You experience it in a different way, and that is really, really cool. I wish I could do things like this more frequently.
Imagine being on the Haunted Mansion, adding 300 more years of history to it, and then turning it into a haunted house experience. That's what it was like. It had the smells, it had
It
the
did have the
lights.
smells.
She screamed twice.
I did.
And I really wish
me off
that
guard.
we could take the camera in there and show you what it was like, but we can't. Maybe sometime in the future we can come back here and take the cameras on the inside with the lights on if they'll let us. But for now, the secrets in those walls stay within those walls until you come and check it out. Now, we did this. It's time for the haunts. All right, baby goal, here's the deal. Sadly, we can't film inside the mazes, inside the houses, and pretty much all the rides. So we have to get creative. Ready to get scared? Or at least have fun. It's a family-friendly Halloween. Now this is fun. This is Daz Games Panic, which is something different that Alton Towers is doing that not anybody else has done before. Basically, it is a haunt/escape game that is created by a YouTuber, Daz Games. And because it's an escape room, we can't take the cameras in at all. So we don't give too much away, but I'm gonna say this. It is a lot of fun. There's a picture of him right there. The creator, if you will. Daz Games Panic. If you are coming, you have to do it. Don't skip on it, you gotta do it. All right. Our first haunt. Can't take the cameras inside, but they do have some stuff back here that we can show. This is the invitation. And I love that, what is this, Lakeside Cemetery, established 1827. It's like walking through a little graveyard here. Here's a little bit of a light, not much. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's fun. You ready to get scared, baby ghoul?
I'm most excited about this one, but I'm also really nervous about it because I was reading the signs back there, and it's an audio-led experience. So I think this is the one that they give you headphones for.
Oh, that's right. You were saying something about that.
That makes me nervous.
Right now we're just waiting to go inside, and I just want to come over here and take a look at this angel. All right, baby ghoul. That has to be the most unique haunting experience I've ever experienced. So basically, one room, complete pitch blackness.
Can't see your hand in front of your face?
You have headphones on.
Yes.
Describe this haunt. There's no way that we could have filmed inside here, but describe it.
I was not expecting what happened in a really cool way. If there's one house I give a warning to, though, it's gonna be this one. So before we went in, we told you about the headphones. You do have to wear headphones through the entire experience. That is the experience. And if you have any claustrophobia at all, fears of the dark, whispering in your ear type things, this is not for you. You will go into a panic.
I'm gonna say this, it's gonna be a little bit of a spoiler, but if vampires are not your thing, I'm talking like you are terrified of vampires, you do not want to do the invitation. But I'm telling you what, if you're brave enough, it's trippy. I got goosebumps.
They say this is an audio experience, and that is 100% true. It's great. I mean, if you love horror and you've always wanted to be in a horror movie, especially a vampire horror movie, this is what you want to do. You have to come here. I've never done anything even remotely close to this. I've dreamt about things like this, and it still ran chills down my spine. I came this close to having my own panic inside. I don't have claustrophobia. I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm not afraid of really any kind of an experience or any sensations. And this almost pushed my panic over the edge because it's that separating.
I like that you got your hands are in the shape of bats right now. It's like wings. Oh yeah, you also get wet in here.
I would do this again though. Yeah, you do get wet. I didn't know that, and you get quite wet too.
And now for the next haunt. For this, we're gonna go all the way back up to the castle, to what's known as the attic. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this one's actually inside the castle, which is right over here. So this is a real treat. Oh my word. Look at that. Just when I thought that this couldn't get any better, this is definitely something I never thought that I'd get to experience. A haunt inside a castle in England. I mean, does it get any spookier than this? The pathway leads to this glass corridor, up some steps here. Again, we can't film inside, but we're gonna film all the way up until we can't. Oh my. Oh my word. I mean, even if we don't go inside, this is perfect enough for me. This is beautiful. There's some echo. We've been through a lot of haunts across the country, and now we're doing haunts in Europe. This is the first time ever that I've ever climbed 7, 8 flights of stairs to the top of a castle.
Of a tower, technically, I suppose.
Right? Walk through an attic and have this grotesque woman scream at me from a chimney, "Burn in hell."
They do it differently here.
This was pretty terrifying.
I loved it.
They told us that we're not allowed to touch them, but they can touch us. So there's that. What did you think of this place? Whew.
I'm so happy right now. I'm also very hot. We went up several flights of stairs, which was not too difficult on me. I know we have some mobility issue people watching. I did get a little concerned at first, but they were small flights of stairs,
Yeah,
so it was okay.
bad.
No, it wasn't that bad, but it did make me sweat a little. But you go through hell and you come out the other side.
Oh yeah, yeah, burn in hell, burn in hell. I will say this, before we move on to the next one, ready?
I saw the devil.
Have fun haunting the castle. I had to say it, have fun, storming the castle.
This was so much fun.
This was
The
good.
storyteller in the beginning, who's telling you the tale of this castle, was really, really a good storyteller. I was enthralled.
The invitation and the attic here at Alton Towers. 2 houses we've done so far, nothing like this in the States in any way, shape, or form. They're not extreme.
That we've done so far.
Right? They are not extreme houses where they're like in your face, screaming blood, guts, and gore everywhere, but they are so unique.
Perfect
and so
timing.
beautiful. Absolutely
And the
beautiful.
scenes are just so well done.
Ready to
Oof.
go on to the next one?
This is a hunter's dream, a horror lover's dream. You gotta come.
Yeah. We're gonna buy a castle at this point. We're gonna buy a castle and turn it into a
Yeah.
haunt, and you're all invited. Next up. we have Darkest Depths. It looks like this is going to be some sort of a pirate-themed house, if you will, because there is some music playing. So that's the exit over there. So the place we're about to enter is called Smuggler's Inn.
You coming in or what?
What I think is even more special about this place is 3 houses so far, and I have not seen a single animatronic. I wish we could take this camera inside and show you, because the stories that they come up with are amazing. Basically inside here, there's a ghost ship called the Mutiny, and you're on it. And the Kraken has engulfed the ship and is taking it down into the grips, the depths of the ocean, hence the name. Even the Kraken at the end was a real human being, larger than life, and it was gorgeous. Your thoughts on this one?
It's a lot of fun. It's funny. The storyteller in the beginning is just as good as the last one, and she's hilarious. My biggest comment on this experience, it was just good fun. Smells like bad cheese.
Oh yeah, I feel bad for the scare actors in this one because
This one is a stinky one, intentionally so. It's icky old shit that's being drugged down to the depths, and apparently the bottom of the ocean smells like gross cheese. I want to mention, by the way, that we were gifted a one-time walkthrough of each of the houses by Alton Towers last night with a VIP preview. Thank you very much for that. But we love the attraction so much, I wanted to see what the prices were, because you can buy more go-throughs if you want to. And it's £9 for one attraction, and if you do all 4, it's £34.
So if you're coming here, you can get basically a haunt package or a scare package, whatever they call it.
For £34, and that's just the 4 houses.
That's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Right? And so far, this is opening day, but lines really aren't that crazy. So you can pretty much see everything and just have fun.
Yeah.
Again, a huge thank you to Alton Towers for having us out for the VIP preview last night as well as opening day. Both Jessica and I are having a blast. Looks like we're going to do all the houses, and now what's also fun about this, when you're here, of course, with any theme park that does something like this, the rides are open. And again, a huge thank you, Alton Towers, for gifting us fast track passes for it so we can experience everything, including the Wicker Man tonight.
He's been talking about this ride for years.
Oh yeah.
For years.
Stupidly excited. And there's a time to ride it. There's a perfect time of the day. And we've heard other people in the park talking about it. It's kind of like a secret. It's not really a secret. It's like...
You don't ride Wicker Man before nightfall.
No. And not too dark, because you want to see everything, but you want to see the fire. The fire. It's not real fire, but the fire. Next up, we have Altonville Mine Tour. Tiny's Revenge. Wait a second. It says the mines are closed. And it looks like we're the only people in here right now. Oh man. I'm loving this. Okay, baby, for sure, we really need a castle. We need to move to England. We got to buy a castle that has a tunnel like this and has a haunted attic. And
a wine cellar.
And a wine cellar.
It sounds like something they would have.
Altonville County Sheriff's Department. So again, with this, we cannot film inside, but, oh, look at this. We're right up next to the castle. It is up there. All right, I see people straight ahead. Goldsmith. All right, yeah, there's people over here. Man, just look at that.
I do believe they have some chainsaws down there. Sounded like someone was being chased away with one. Or, as I like to call them, the murder buzz.
That was a lot of fun. They were telling us Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I got that as well as House of a Thousand Corpses vibes. I mean, first you got somebody named Tiny, but then with the cheerleaders, this was a lot of fun.
This was a bit of an American mashup, which I thought was amazing. I had a little bit of a feeling of The Hills Have Eyes there too.
I can see that.
Because when you're going in, you know you're going into a castle, but the way that they used it to their advantage, I kind of forgot I was actually in a castle. You feel like you're underground, like in these old tunnels. They made it very believable. I can't stop saying how impressed I am with the houses they've created here. I can't wait to do it again.
What impresses me more than anything is that they're all actual scare actors.
Yes.
There's no animatronics.
No.
Nothing like that in any way, shape, or form. And they were just people scaring you and having fun doing it.
And I want to say that in a world where a lot of people have a lot of similar designs and buy from big warehouses and things like that, every house they've done had a very original story, costuming, set designs, and I think that's why I'm so impressed, because I haven't felt that in a while.
I don't believe it. It is dark here at Alton Towers, and it is time for us to ride the Wicker Man. I'm in awe. We have proof that we rode the Wicker Man. Go ahead, baby girl, show it. It is a picture, look at this, right there. The greatest picture ever to go on our walls in our house. Now, it was phenomenal. It was everything I thought it was gonna be, plus more. Holy heckins, it was, I have no words. Wow.
Fast, it was fast.
Been wanting to ride this ever since I found out about it, but back to the task at hand. We were here because of Halloween. Thank you again, Alton Towers, for bringing us out for this. Out of the houses, do you have a favorite? Again, we wish we could have shown you all of them. They were beyond beautiful, the stories, the visuals, but do you have a favorite?
The Invitation.
Right?
Yeah.
Why the Invitation?
That one was a completely new experience for me, and I'm still thinking about it.
It was haunting. Afterwards, she didn't say this on camera, but afterwards while we were walking away, you said a lot of people are gonna find that particular house sexy.
I think they are. Vampires are hot again, right? And I think a lot of people will appreciate it in different ways.
I like that one because it was so different, but I think my personal favorite was the attic.
The attic was wonderful, and I really do love the storyteller that we had for today. I wish I could see if he is a storyteller in other ways. Right. You know, 'cause a lot of times people who get into those roles tend to have that kind of a drive to be a storyteller because he was that good.
With that being said, thank you for joining us on another Grimm adventure. Until next time.
Boo.
Happy Halloween.
Wherever I come, bad luck just comes my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.